Hello, welcome to this tropical update for the Western Pacific. So now we have three different systems. Maria is gone. Now there's the remnants of Tropical Depression 17. Now there's a new Tropical Depression 9, Wukong. And now there's Tropical Storm Ampyu, the one that's heading towards Japan. So let's see what's happening. So this is Tropical Storm Ampyu, and it's forecast to become a very strong typhoon as it passes just right by Japan there, affecting Tokyo potentially. And there's this new tropical depression. Let's see. Tropical depression Wukong, forecast to be a tropical storm for some time, and then die in the ocean there. So the main threat is this typhoon there heading towards Japan. So let's see what else. So this is tropical storm Ampyu there. So let's see. The forecast track has it passing as a typhoon there, right by Japan, with the wind field and precipitation affecting Tokyo, then weakening a little bit and going out to the Pacific there. So please be careful there. They have it around 100 knot winds as it passes there, right by Tokyo. So let's see. The forecast models generally have this just to the east, the center of the storm, but the storm will also affect Japan because it will be nearby. And let's see, the models generally take this right there, a little bit just east of Japan. Some take it through Japan, but mainly just east of Japan. And these other ensembles take this right there just east of Japan. Some go through Japan, but mainly they're east. And let's see some stuff. So this is the GFS. There's the new tropical depression, tropical storm there, Ampyu, and then it has a passing right by Japan there by Friday the 16th as a very strong typhoon, and then going out there. And then let's see, so please be careful there. Let's see the 0Z. It had there passing right through those islands, the Izu Islands of Tokyo, and then passing right near, right, like affecting the coast of Japan and affecting Tokyo there by Friday and Saturday, and then it goes out there. So please be careful there. The Canadian is also showing it there passing right, very close to eastern Japan and going out. The European is also showing it forming there, passing very close to Japan, potentially affecting heavily Tokyo, and then going out into the ocean there. So please be mindful of this storm there and be careful. And later, after this goes, potential small system heading to South Korea later, and some other storms might try to form later. So let's see what else. So now so this is already a tropical storm there, but just to show you this is the European model, the tropical storm probabilities. It has more than 100% there in eastern Japan. It keeps going north through Tokyo in eastern Japan, 100% chance of tropical storm, and then later from that small system South Korea, some 10 to 20% probabilities there, and then maybe a stuff or two later, but nothing crazy. Just that, and that's the Wutong, the other system there that formed. So, and then this goes out there, and the other storm comes. So, please be careful. Those areas, this is the tropical storm strike probabilities. So, already at an 80 to 90% chance of tropical storm striking Tokyo and those areas there, and also that other system. So, this for this week. The week later, some slight probabilities there because the other systems. So stay safe there, please. So let's see for the system the next 5 days. It's showing more than 144 millimeters in the westernmost coast part, the easternmost part of Japan. So Tokyo is there, but the worst affected area is like this easternmost portion there of in Japan, around Seoul, uh, Chiba, and Tsunami, those areas there. So let's see. Next 10 days it rises a little more, but not much. Let's see. So from Tokyo, it's showing close to 77 millimeters from the system there, but the worst on the easternmost part there, more than 100 millimeters. So please be careful. Around Iwaki too, it shows more than 106, 110 millimeters. Hiono too, more than 100 millimeters as well. So please be careful there. Not there is Fufu Central Japan 55, 43, 33 millimeters. So very dangerous. Let's see, but mainly those 100 areas of accumulation. So parts of northern Japan still shows an isolated area too of 100 millimeters. So be aware there's some more rain in other parts of northern Japan, but the worst area of concern is eastern Japan because of the typhoon. So the GFS has a similar thing, so it has the worst of the rain that easternmost peninsula, around 100, 140, almost 150 millimeters. One in those areas is Tsunami, Koshi, Tayeyeka, so please be careful in Chiba and Tokyo. Just be aware there'll be some heavy rain at times and some gusty winds in Tokyo, close to 80 millimeters there. So please be careful. A little bit more 78, 80, some other areas, central Japan there, Sendai. So in the Izu Islands, so let's see, please be careful in those islands here, in the Izu Islands, more than 200 millimeters possible in the Izu Islands of rain, so please be careful there. Let's see, the icon has a little bit more into Japan, so the icon has more than 150 millimeters for Tokyo, but I generally think this will go just to the east, and the worst will be on this eastern area, but the icon has more than 200 for parts of the eastern area, 100 for other areas. Further north it has 100 millimeters for Iwaki, Kitabaiki, many others. Fukushima has more than 100 millimeters, but this is just one model. Most of the models are showing less than this. It has 100 millimeters all the way to north central Japan there, and even to the northern part of the island. So, but the most likely, the most likely outcome is this one, like worst in that eastern area there, for those islands. So please be aware there, be aware in Tokyo too. And now the potential wind gusts from the system, it shows it approaching there by Friday the 16th, and then already by Friday afternoon, morning, it already shows some more than 70 kilometers per hour there in Tokyo, shows, and then it rises to 80 kilometers per hour winds there in Tokyo by Friday night and into Saturday, and then still some 60 kilometers per hour, and then it leaves. But let's see, in those easternmost portions there of the peninsula, it shows 103 kilometer per hour winds. So this wind gusts, so it shows 103 and more there, 101. So please be careful in those areas, and those islands there will get heavily hit to more than 100 kilometer per hour winds as well. So please be careful in those areas. Make some preparations there. Some other areas, some winds too. Sorry, I don't speak in Japanese, but I hope you all stay very safe. So let's now see a small, quick rainfall forecast for parts of Asia. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to make a video tomorrow, but we will try to make a quick one. But just to summarize everything, the next 5 days, it shows more than more storms for northern India, northwestern India, so some more strong storms for northern India, for northern Pakistan, in that area between northern India and Pakistan, more than 100 millimeters, so more storms there. Western India and central to eastern India shows more than 100 millimeters for more storms there too. Next 5 days into West Bengal shows more there, in parts of northeastern India. Let's see, southern Bangladesh shows a lot, more than 132 millimeters the next 5 days, so please be careful there. And Myanmar, parts of coastal northern Myanmar, more than 100 millimeters, so please be careful there. Especially central Myanmar shows more than 150 millimeters there. And further south into Myanmar, more heavy downpours from the monsoon. Please be careful. Northern Laos there, together with northernmost Thailand, more heavy downpours and heavier storms there. Be careful with floods and everything. More through other parts of Laos, more rain there. More for Vietnam, some rain, maybe some thunderstorms. Scattered in parts of Cambodia, a thunderstorm or two. Some rain there during the day, the afternoon, some storms especially. And then more in Vietnam, northern Vietnam, especially southern China. So in Hong Kong, it shows some more rain, maybe some thunderstorms. In southern China and eastern China, it shows a lot there of March A if 60 to 90 millimeters. So please be careful there. And Taiwan shows more than 100 millimeters in some of those mountains for the next 5 days. So more heavy rains there. So be aware. Those northern islands of the Philippines, more than 100 millimeters. Northern Philippines, some more thunderstorms. More storms and showers throughout other areas of the Philippines. Be careful. Japan, let's see. Western part of Guinea, more than 100 millimeters. Parts of central Indonesia, some heavy rain in some spots. Let's see. But southern Indonesia is quiet. Let's see, Sumatra there more. And an interesting thing I'm seeing is this here for the southern Indian Ocean. The European model showing some 10 to 20% tropical storm probabilities there in the southern Indian Ocean. So this is August 16th, and then by August 17th, some 30 to 40% chance of a tropical storm there in the southern Indian Ocean. Then later it keeps going, 30 to 40%. Then the area gets bigger, like 30 to 40% chance of tropical storm there. So be aware. And then those probabilities scatter later and kind of go away. But I think this tropical storm, let's put tropical depression. So it's nearly at 100% tropical depression probabilities there. But the typhoon warning center that also has probabilities for this area of the Indian Ocean, that doesn't have anything tagged for this. Let's see on tropical Tibet. They have some invest there. So 90S. So maybe let's see where this 90S is located. So I think that's the Indian Ocean one. That must be like the tip of India or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the Indian Ocean. So they already have it as an invest here, because with those probabilities there, it's very likely that something tries to form. There are some islands there like closer to the British Indian Ocean territory, but not many islands. But be careful. I see one island there. So by the 17th of August, it still shows a small area for over 100%, but still some very high tropical depression probabilities there. It keeps going, still some probabilities, and then degrades a little bit, and even tries to go towards Madagascar, some probabilities later. It's weird because it's now the off season there, but we gotta keep monitoring this. So let's see. And talking about the rain for that area, it shows a lot of rain. So take a look at this there in the Indian Ocean. It shows a lot of rain there. In some Indian Ocean territories, shows more than 100 millimeters, like on sea breeze there, close to 120 millimeters, even more. So let's see, in the Maldives, especially the northern Maldives, shows more than 188 millimeters, 170 millimeters. So please be careful. In Mali there, shows close to 125 millimeters the next 5 days. But there might be some heavier storms and showers passing by during the day, even at night. So be careful there in the Maldives during these next 5 days, the next few days. And southern India too, some heavy rain there in southern India. Southwestern Sri Lanka might get more, some other areas of Sri Lanka. So be aware there. And let's see. The GFS model was actually picking up something trying to form the Bay of Bengal later. So let's see. He has some moisture around Sumatra there, but by August 20th, and then it actually tries to form something by August 26th there in the Bay of Bengal. Something weak, but it tries to form. We better keep monitoring this. And then it even tries to form something in the Arabian Sea from all the moisture in the Indian Ocean by August 19th and August 20th, more for Western India, the Maldives, so please be aware in those areas. So let's just see a more general look. More storms in Russia, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, and be aware in Nepal too, and Bhutan, especially in Nepal, there is some heavy rain there. So please be careful. And this is mainly it. Stay safe.